Title?
Yeah, Todd Cameron, Toddcameron. I'm the Director of Flight Operations at the National Warplane Museum and the pilot this weekend for Whiskey 7.
Explain the plane Whiskey 7 behind us.
Yeah, so it's a 75-year-old World War II veteran that was the lead airplane in the second wave on D-Day. It's got 52,000 flight hours on the airframe. It also flew in the Berlin airlift, so it's definitely seen its share of action.
How long has it been in the skies?
Well, it's been flying ever since the war in a variety of capacities as an executive transport, as a freighter, and then when it came to the National Warplane Museum, it got restored back to its D-Day heritage.
You've flown it quite a bit?
Quite a bit.
Do you ever just stop and think of the significance of where that plane was?
Every time we fly it, there's usually a deep breath. We have the benefit of having paratroopers who jumped out of this airplane on that day who visit us every year at our Airshow. Pilots who flew on D-Day have flown in this airplane with us, and every engine start, they're right there with us in the cockpit.
How incredible is it for you to be able to share that experience with other people?
Every single flight is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Everywhere we go, we meet people who have a connection with the DC-3. Every airplane flying today has some engineering component of the DC-3 Douglas days built into the airplane. So we are aviation, and it's just a phenomenal opportunity to share the story with every single age and reciprocate by hearing some of these stories.
What's it like for you personally to get behind the controls of an aircraft with that kind of history?
It is. It's just mind-blowing every time. I've been flying in Western New York since I was 12. Everything from jets to gliders. I own a flight school, and there's nothing that rivals having the opportunity to get back in Whiskey 7, fly an airplane that feels like it's partnered with you and it's flying along with you, and you can sense every time we go to an away event how anxious she is to go.
And then explain the size of her and how many people, what type of cargo can fit inside there.
Yeah, typically it was a paratroop carrier, so it would have had anywhere between 18 and 26 paratroopers with their packs, their chutes. It only comes with two temperature settings, too hot and too cold, so if you can imagine troops in there waiting to go for hours, only to be told to abort and that they weren't going. That's the typical experience that people had. We can carry, if you look online, there's great pictures of jeeps, goats, chickens, pallets. We can put anything in it. It's nice flying this one around at air shows because we're empty most of the time. So even though she's built to carry a lot more, she performs very well because we're primarily empty. This weekend, we're excited to be dropping the Black Daggers parachute team. So we will be the jump platform for the air show, and using her in the capacity that she was designed for.
Will she be on display any other days of the air show?
She will be. We're excited. Most airplanes are either on static display or they're flying in the show. We're both. So we'll be in the venue, available for people to go through and sit in all weekend, and then they'll pull us out during the times that we fly, and then we'll go launch with the paratroopers and then come back. So I invite everyone to come say hi to Whiskey 7, come up front, look around, smell the smells of World War II, and experience your firsthand.
Now, what is going on today, and what's the purpose of it?
So the purpose of today, Western New York has a rich aviation heritage. In fact, the Geneseo Air Show on July 13th and 14th is centered around aviation innovation that came out of Western New York, companies like Curtiss and Bell. And with the base here locally, there's so many people excited about these airplanes that Major Canetti decided it was a great opportunity for us to fly around, say hi to folks. There are companies locally who are allowing employees outside for this. There are schools. Everyone's going to be looking skyward. So this is a get excited, sort of buzz the area tour.
The 914th has a direct connection with this airplane. Whiskey 7, it seems since the Warplane Museum has taken her on, seems to continuously find these special moments and stories. This is the 70th anniversary of the Air Force Reserve. What's that mean here to know that once again Whiskey 7 is making another mark in the aviation history?
Well, what it means to us is we have a remarkable resource that's used every weekend to honor veterans, both historic, current, and to inspire current military personnel to serve, to learn, STEM education, science and math, get excited about airplanes. These events serve as a reminder to those who haven't heard of D-Day or Normandy or the events that these airplanes and these air crews participated in. So every opportunity to come tip our hats and show our respect for what the 914th does, to tip our hats to the military personnel serving worldwide. It's just a small thing that we can do by bringing Whiskey 7 and honoring those people.
Are a lot of these still in the air today?
There are many in the air. Douglas built these so well, and these engines are very reliable. The airframe is very reliable. These are still flying in airlines in some parts of the country. They are still hauling freights in some parts of the country, and we're thankful for that because parts get harder to find.
Anything else you want to add to?
No, we're excited to be here. I hope everyone comes out and says hi, and the airplane's excited to see you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.